Government regulations are not fair, so how do you fight them? That's exactly what we're going to teach you about in this video today. So let's get started. Hello, my name is Chris Green, president and owner of the Flood Insurance Guru. And more than 12 years ago, I bought a house in a flood zone just like this. I was told because of government regulations that my flood insurance was going to be $3,000 a year. I was going to lose my dream house. Thankfully, I got that rate to $300 a year, and I've been helping people do the same thing for the last 12 years. Today, we're talking about government regulations. They're not fair. How can you fight them to keep more money in your pocket? And particularly today, we're talking about flood insurance. You know, so many people are like, look, the federal government, that's my only option for flood insurance. These regulations are causing my rates to double every year. You know, what can I do? Now, the good news is when it comes to federal program and the development of their new program where they look at replacement costs, the distance to water, all these types of things like this right here, you see behind me are now being used for rates instead of flood zones. The problem is the federal government still is not being very transparent on how they build rates, which is why regulations are being pushed to put in place for them to be more transparent. But how can you fight this? Well, private flood insurance is one way that you can fight this. You see, all rates are not the same with private flood insurance like they are the federal government. Each company looks at things differently. You know, we've seen it where one private flood insurance company is $300 a year and another one's $2,000 a year. That's why all we do is flood education and flood insurance. Another way that you could actually potentially fight these regulations of maybe being required to carry flood insurance is by potentially doing a flood zone change. You can learn more about that by clicking in the description on our guide, The Flood Zone Changes. But this is like you see right here behind me with this water. You know, maybe they're saying that flood insurance was required. What a flood zone change does, it shows them otherwise based on an elevation certificate and other data that they have you in the wrong flood zone, and if approved, it removes the requirement for flood insurance, significantly helping increase property value. So these are some ways that you can fight these unfair government regulations here in 2024. If you want to learn more about fighting these regulations, then make sure to subscribe to our channel here as we continue the fight for flood education for you and other property owners every day. You know, share the channel, like it, make sure to subscribe. My name is Chris Green, president and owner of the Flood Insurance Guru, and I want to say thank you for watching today's video on how to fight government regulations in 2024.